You don't have to tell people who I am. People know me, people know Modi too. सुना मैंने. I heard everybody is speaking. The lawyers, the judges, the officers. सबको सब पता है. Everybody knows what it is. Everybody knows why they are in jail. Because this government fears them. डरते हैं इनसे. They are in jail because they are our future leaders. They are the young boys. पढ़े लिखे हैं. This government is afraid of them. And yes, they are Muslims. Do you know what is happening in this country? The story of my friend will explain what is the mood of this country. How this government, using institutions, can keep my young India in jail. Using institution, they can also stay in power. And ऐसा एक माहौल बन चुका है इस देश में. And the example is my friend, in his own words I would say. I would talk about him. I have a friend who fears only Muslims. He fears only Muslims. But he loves Shah Rukh Khan, Salman Khan, Amir Khan. He worships them. He loves Zinat Aman, Wahida Rahman. He loves to see them in black and white frames. He loves them, his dream girls. But he fears only Muslims. When he's very sad, he will listen to Muhammad Rafi. When he wants to express love, he has Faisal Shairi. He is not afraid of any of them, but he fears only Muslims. Don't take me wrong, he loved every one of his heroes, but he was the victim of WhatsApp University. He was consumed by the rumors. So he is afraid now. He fears getting into a Muslim community or making a Muslim a friend. This is what this government has achieved. कोर्ट में चल रहा है. कोर्ट में भी सबको सब पता है. Both the parties know the truth. You know what is the trial that should happen? The trial should be the conscience of the judges should happen today. That will not happen with these guys. Because in a country, I was, when Pansare, Dabolkar, Kalburgi and my Gauri were killed, an SIT was formed in Karnataka. They caught the culprits.
Sir, Hindi बोल दो.
They got the हिंदी नहीं आता यार, क्या करूं? दिल का बात बोल रहा हूं, समझ लेंगे आप. So they have caught them. And I saw the killer. I went and met the killer who pulled the trigger on Gauri. But the case was going on, the trial was going on, and I asked the chief who was there, and I said, "What's wrong?" He said, "Yeah, the water is in the dam." Then why are they not being punished? But it depends on who will open the dam, no? And he said they'll walk free in few years, and within 5 years, they have walked free, and in this country, they garland them. In a country where somebody buys half kilo of mutton after a hard day's work, goes home and the rumor spreads, people gather around. Before he could think what is happening, he was pulled out and killed. He doesn't even know why he died. This is what this is not rules, this is not about justice, this is not about laws, this is not about conspiracies by these people. It is a narrative they are building in this country, which they want it to be a new normal. You all should understand that this right-wing government and the right-wing governments of the world wants us to watch a genocide. They want it to make it into a new normal. The Indian right wing is waiting for Israeli to achieve their genocide so that they can do that too. If we don't stand up, and say, no human is illegal on this earth, if we don't stand up and say, traveling from one place to another, a human being will move. This world belongs to all. These genocides will continue to happen if we are silent. The only way is resilience, not the courts. And I have hope on it. I wrote an article about my recent visit to Umar Khalid's house. I don't know how many of you have read it, and I'll explain you that. Very recently, I was in Delhi for a shoot. It was night shoots, and I thought I'll go and see Umar's parents. The whole lot of different political parties, friends, MPs, and all were in Delhi for the Waqf rule, whatever was happening. So I called their friends, Bruno and others came to me, and I said, on the way I asked, how come you guys are with Umar continuously for the last 5 years? The answer they gave gives me hope. They said they had met one fellow who was in Tihar jail for many years. So once Umar was in, they went and met him and said, tell us how the jail is. And he said, why do you want to know? He said, one of our friends is in. He said, in 3 months, 4 months, you will go weak, don't worry. But they persisted, no, please tell us, why are you saying this? And he said, see, in 3 or 4 months or 5 months, even you will get tired because you have other things to do in life. You may stop visiting him. And one visit not meeting him at that moment may not matter to you or matter to him, but that moment he'll start breaking. And you will never bring him back. And they decided to be with him for the last 5 years, that somebody goes and meets him. Why these people are kept here? Why are they frustrating us? Is they want to break us. They want us to give up, that we will stand for it. The only way is to continue to stand. Continue to speak. बोलना है, बस सिर्फ बोलते रहना है. You have to raise your voice. And I always wondered where this resilience came of Umar. I went to his house and his dad had gone out for some meeting and he came back and he made chai. And I remember one of my friend was saying that, Baba, Umar jail se aate hi Prakash Raj ke saath bhej do South India mein, he'll be very comfortable. His father said, मेरा बेटा साउथ इंडिया कहाँ जाएगा, उसका लड़ाई तो दिल्ली में है, यही करेगा लड़ाई. This is the resilience this government will be afraid of. And the only way, my friends, is because it is a conspiracy, it is a design, this is how a darpok jo log hai, people who fear us, who fear resilience, who fear questioning, will continue to. They have got the system in their hand. And the only way is raising our voice continuously. That's the only way. And as an artist, they keep asking me, why do you speak? I tell them that if what I speak against a system, against this right wing, against this inhuman government is politics, then I'll continue to do my politics. I am an artist. I am not a politician. I am an artist. I remember a Palestinian poem, which I keep saying it on different platforms now, and a Palestinian poet was asked, why do you write politics? Why do you write about war? He says, if you don't want politics in my poetry, I should be able to listen to the birds singing. In order to listen to the birds singing, the drones and the warplanes have to be silenced. So we have no time to think of our lives. We have to raise voices so that they believe, they will have the hope that they need not break. They will not be broken. I'll tell you, the day these people break, they will release them on bail. And they will not break. We will not break. And the strength and the way ahead is raise our voice, keep asking questions.